This week in Jamaica Now. Religious cult exposed in Montego Bay. Police descend on the facility to remove children in danger.
Jamaican constabulary force is evil.
And the ex-wife of a sect leader is speaking out. Jamaica could soon outlaw spousal rape. Early morning fire, the Mandeville Parish Court forces adjournment of cases. Proven boss says sorry after controversial comment. Jamaican students named among the region's best in CSEC assessment. And Salvation Army launches Kettle Drive. I'm Damian Mitchell and this is Jamaica Now. A religious cult operating in Norwood, Montego Bay, St. James was this week exposed with members of the security forces descending on the compound of the Kahal Yahweh group to remove several children. It is reported that human trafficking, sexual assault and uncertified marriages have been taking place at the building. The police had to call for reinforcement when they went to the facility to remove the children.
Jamaican constabulary force is evil.
And the estranged wife of Omar Thompson, leader of the Assembly of Kahal Yahweh in Montego Bay, has supported claims that the controversial religious sect has conducted child marriages. A probe is underway by the police and the welfare agencies. Thompson's wife said she is still trying to overcome the emotional torture of years of indoctrination by the religious group. Another woman said her sister was shaved as an embarrassment after she defied the instructions of the religious leaders. The woman said her niece, who is also a part of the sect, has been pulled from regular school as well as several other children. Jamaica will soon change a law so that spouses may be charged for raping their partners. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck has announced that the government plans to amend the Sexual Offences Act so that rape can occur outside and inside a marriage. Speaking in the Parliament on Tuesday, Chuck said common law has upheld the position that rape could not be committed in a marriage. However, he says legislation will now overturn that common law position. A 2016 Women's Health Survey found that 31.4% of women believe that a wife is obligated to have sex with her husband whenever he wants. But Gender Affairs Minister Olivia Grange says she is happy that the government is moving to end the law that allowed for it. Hearings scheduled for the Mandeville Parish Court are being reassigned to other courts following a fire that damaged the 202-year-old building on Thursday. The fire was confined to the judges' chambers on the upper floor and other areas in the immediate precincts. However, other parts of the court building were affected by the water that was used to extinguish the blaze. The incident has reignited calls for the Mandeville Parish Court to be relocated. Chairman of Proven Rate, Christopher Williams, has apologized for controversial remarks he made suggesting that a new housing development on Braemar Avenue in New Kingston was affordable for the middle class. According to Williams, the unit, starting at $21 million, could be purchased by middle-class people if they gave up some simple things like coffee they consume.
For $130,000 a month, you can buy one of these units. $130,000 a month. You know how much Starbucks that? It's 130 cups of latte, right? So if you drink 2 latte a day, right? That means that all you have to do is cut out the latte then. And you can afford beer. Don't think that this is unachievable.
Amid a social media firestorm, Williams released a statement on Wednesday saying sorry for any offense he may have caused to people making tremendous sacrifices to achieve home ownership. He also sought to assure the owners and franchise operators of Starbucks that he meant no harm to their brand and apologized to them as well. There was high drama on Ward Avenue in Mandeville, Manchester this week as the police held a man with 14 stolen goats and 3 stolen cows. He remains in police custody pending criminal charges.
Big man now broke me and a big man.
Sit down fire with the goat.
Ready. Are you next to broke off?
Yeah.
Ready. The way I do, man. Yo.
Jump out and kill yourself.
Yeah, you don't know. Jump out and kill yourself.
Nah, ain't good to end them, man.
It is believed that the man is part of a group who have been stealing people's animals. Earlier this year, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries, J.C. Hutchinson, said maximum fines of $3 million or 6 months hard labor were to be brought to the Cabinet as the government seeks to amend the Agricultural Produce Act to combat predial larceny. More than 120 Jamaican students have landed on the merit list for their exemplary performance in the June 2019 Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC examinations. Campion College students are named several times. So too are students from Ardennes and Manning School. Jamaican students were top performers in, among other subjects, technical drawing, theatre arts, office administration, electronic document preparation and management, integrated science, biology, English A, chemistry, and industrial arts. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Damian Mitchell, and before we go, students of the Salvation Army School for the Blind blended beautiful voices on Friday as Salvation Army launched its kettle drive to raise $15 million for its charities this Christmas.